Welcome trainers and champions to another Pokemon TCG depot. And there we're looking at Zacian from Sword and Shield. More specifically, yes, we're looking at ADP Zacian. Yes, it's the controversial deck. We're coming back to it. It's so brutal, dude. And Pokemon decided to give them extra cards to make them extra more powerful. So we're gonna see the new updated version, the new Shiny Fate updated version of ADP Zacian. But of course, I'm pretty sure you guys know what Zacian does and who he is and all that type of stuff, so we'll try and make it quick. 220 HP is fairly decent for a V Pokemon. Steel type, which means you get weakness on things like, you know, Gardevoir VMAX, Alcremie VMAX, things like that. Steel type meaning you get things like Metal Saucer, Metal Goggles if you want, the new Coating Metal Energy, take off weaknesses. Basic Pokemon as well, also, so you get things like Cape of Toughness to increase HP. You get things like Turbo Patch to get energy back if you get heads. Retreat cost of 2 works great because Air Balloon gets you free retreat. Resistance to grass is fantastic because of things like Decidueye trying to take you out, so that would be a little bit longer. Weakness to fire isn't that great because Welder is still very known across the TCG, so be very careful. Has an ability Intrepid Sword, which you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, attach any steel type energy cards you can to Zacian, and you pick up the rest. And if you do it, your turn ends. And for 3 steel energy, Brave Blade 230 damage, and you can't attack during your next turn. I think that's the fastest I've ever given a showcase card. That is amazingly quick, but we all know what Zacian does by now. It's a stupidly powerful Pokemon, borderline overpowered. He's just great. But of course, Zacian's not alone. We're going to see who's paired up with today. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this deck already, but we're going to go through the Pokemon super quick. We have 1 copy of Crobat to get extra draw, put it on the bench, drop to 6. We love Crobat. Crobat is amazing. ADP, because obviously, why would you not? 1 steel, 1 water energy, 30 extra damage, takes an extra prize for its GX attack. 1 water, 1 steel, 1 colorless, 150 damage, and attach 3 basic energy cards to any Pokemon in any way that you like. 2 copies of Dedenne, put it on the bench, discard your hand, draw 6. We love Dedenne. Dedenne is great. 2 copies of Duraludon, mainly for getting rid of GX/V prevention Pokemon like Decidueye or Altaria, because of its 2 steel, 1 colorless attack, plus ADP's Alter Creation would take any Pokemon like that out in one go, so that's great. 1 copy of Mawile to bait out any basic Pokemon that your opponent has, and to also see their hand, which works well. And 1 copy of Zamazenta to lock off the maxes. So again, that's all the Pokemon that we see out of ADP Zacian. Nothing's really changed. But in terms of our items though, and our trainer cards, we have 1 Energy Spinner, 2 copies of Energy Switch, 1 Great Catcher, 4 Metal Saucers, 4 Quick Balls, 4 Switches, 2 Chaotic Swells, 3 Boss's Orders, 4 copies of Marnie, 2 copies of Professor's Research, 1 of the new Rusted Shield from Shining Fates, which gives Zamazenta V 70 extra HP, so that turns into 300 HP for Zamazenta, which is amazing. And we also have 4 copies of Rusted Sword. This is the card that literally everyone asks why. Because if you attach this to a Zacian V, you do 30 extra damage. On top of ADP's Alter Creation, with this tool card, you can do 60 extra damage. You can hit 290 damage for just 3 steel energy. Absolutely busted. I don't know why they did it. I don't know what even put it in their brain to make Zacian even more powerful, but hey, it's here, we might as well use it. We have 1 copy of Aurora Energy, 3 Coating Metal Energy, 6 copies of Metal Energy, and 4 Water Energy. So that being said, let's just see how much more overpowered this deck can get. Right, Psychic deck. Okay, I can take this. This is probably either Dragapult or Mewtwo and Mew. How are you guys doing today, actually? I'm not doing too bad. We've just... I think yesterday we just finished doing the Pokemon stream, or like I guess Pokemon Direct you'd call it, I guess. But it was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I was all for it. We got our Gen 4 remakes confirmed. I shot out my chair. I screamed the house down. It was fantastic. We got our Gen 4 remakes. I am super ecstatic for this. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so cool. Oh wow, it's Dragapult. I haven't seen Dragapult in ages. Oh, there we go. Automatic win. Let's go next game. Let's go. Okay. Oh, anniversary box. Also, that reminds me. But yeah, with the Pokemon Direct, we got our Gen 4 remakes. Oh my gosh, I was absolutely excited. I like shot out my chair, screamed the house down. It's been so long. It's been so long since we've got any remakes and anything like that. I was so happy, amazingly happy. It was, I'm not gonna lie though, it did look a bit, I want to say weird, but that's not really the right word for it. I think it was more not what we was expecting. I think that's kind of the better word for it. Because I was kind of expecting, like, you know, they made it look like Sword and Shield. You know, they would update the stuff and they would, you know, they just show off what they can do a bit more. I think it just kind of got me off guard a little bit. But I'm all for it, dude. Remake, doesn't matter what it looks like. I'm gonna use my money and just buy it, dude. I'm absolutely stunned. I'm absolutely stunned with how it looks. I can't get over it. It's amazing, dude. Are we gonna just have automatic concedes every time? Right, there has to be someone. Right, psychic deck. Let's go. There has to be someone that can look at this deck and be like, you know what? We're gonna fight them today. Like, come on, dude. Just give us this. Just give us this. I need to make a video here, dude. I can't do it with everyone conceding. We can't strike fear into people that badly. Right, let's go Summon Center. Right, let's go. Right, there's Fiona, there's the Duraludon. Yeah, I guess just start going on Zamazenta, I suppose. It's not exactly the best way to start things off. No draw, no nothing like that, but could be worse. Could always be worse. Could have started off with Crobat. I feel like starting off with your draw support is like the biggest slap in the face you could ever take in like a TCG game. Because it's just like, now you just put on a Pokemon that's not only weak, but it's just, you just can't do his ability anymore. I just find that like such a waste. Right, Quick Ball, that works fine. I'm probably going to put on ADP. Yep, ADP first. Then Crobat afterwards. Don't worry about the energy. If I can get energy switch, that would be fantastic. Right, draw. Okay, let's go Swell. Should I do Marnie or should I do Dedenne? No, preferably Dedenne because he's giving him 4 cards will just be worse. Right, draw. Okay, there's Mawile, there's Rusted Sword. I'm gonna say get rid of Mawile. We won't need Mawile. Put on a Zacian. Cool. Then Zacian, Rusted Sword, and we're done. I probably should have attached the ADP during that last turn, but hey, you could never know. Energy Spinner though, that works great. Professor's Research as well. Yeah, that works fine. Didn't really want to get rid of both of my bosses, but you know what? That's fine, I suppose. We've got 2 energy down. We've seen no metal sources yet, so that's a good thing. He's got rid of Rusted Sword. We have another one underneath. Did get Silvally though. Okay. Well, I'm not too fast. We've got Ardrill, so I'm okay with this. I am a contempt. Oh, Cottony. You're gonna do Whimsicott GX? Very risky move. Very, very risky play. With Amulet as well? This is a... Nah, dude, this game is gonna be a very, very big risk. Like, Whimsicott would just get shut down for 1, right? And then on top of that, you're gonna give it 100 less HP. Like, that is a bold statement, sir. That is a bold statement. Absolutely bold. Right, did they grab anything? Right, they're gonna hit, ooh. So wait, 20, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. But then he's just gonna do 130 instead, which is probably a smarter move, to be honest. If I get Metal Saucer, that'd be great, but we don't, so sad. Boss's orders probably onto, yeah, Hooper, because we'll survive if Hooper attacks. Okay, works better. It's not great. Ideally I would have loved to see ADP get used, but that's fine. I suppose that is one way to shut down ADP, isn't it? Like, either do Crushing Hammer or don't get him, or make sure you stop him from getting any active. Or Dead Draw. So you got three ways. Either stop him from getting the active, take off his energy, or just take out the draw. Which, yeah, to be fair, does work fine both ways. Wait. Oh no, it's Tool Scrapping Whimsicott. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Does he have a switch? From the judge of that, I'm assuming so. No. Okay. That's better for us. Right. I'm gonna say Coating on top. Marnie swap it all around, please. If I can get switch and energy switch on top of that, that would be great. Nope, just energy switch. Not exactly the best. I mean, to be fair, I could have just took out his Hooper in that go, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. ADP switch and rusted sword. Could I tank another hit? Potentially. Potentially. That's very big potentially as well. Thank God Whimsicott is a psychic type, because if it was a fairy type, we would be in big trouble. I still don't understand why they took off the fairy types, because this seemed like the best time to emphasize fairy types and dragon types to that extent, because then it's just a big triangle of dragon being weak to fairy and then fairy being weak to steel. And it just helps, because then that way we would have had better counters to ADP. Like, yeah, it's running a bigger risk because obviously Zacian, but then at least we had a way to get out ADP quickly. We don't even need like V's or V maxes, to be honest. We could have just done it with just normal baby Pokemon. But I don't know why they just didn't decide to continue with fairy types. I don't know if it's because they thought it was too overpowered, but then that doesn't make any sense. Now that we have V's, it's not that overpowered anymore. It's really not. It's really not as overpowered as it is anymore. Right, I'm just gonna say start ADP. Start ADP like right now. Right, switch over. Alter creation, bang, let's go. But yeah, it's not as overpowered anymore. Cause yeah, we had like the fairy charms that stopped certain GX Pokemon from attacking you. But now that we're in Sword and Shield, it's like less of an issue now. Because we didn't have GXs. We don't have GXs anymore. And we're going lower and lower on GXs, so the rate of getting Fairy Charm usage would have just dropped naturally. And then I don't think they would have remade it again for a very long time. But then it just doesn't make any sense. I don't really understand what's made them not go with fairies and dragons anymore. It just felt like, you know, the perfect typing to have. Right, should I do Great Catcher? Well, I've only got one rest this year, so I might as well do that. Should I do Great Catcher? No, I won't. It won't work. It won't work. I won't get rid of him. Steel type though, and a water type. Actually, I can do all three. So Steel type on Zacian, water type on Zamazenta because it's a colorless, and water type on Duraludon because it's a colorless. Awesome. Take 2 prizes, and we're good to go. Right, Zacian and Metal Saucer. Fantastic. Right, they're probably going to take out ADP in this turn, which I'm going to have to be fine with, to be honest. I can one-shot this Pokemon with... I can one-shot Whimsicott with Duraludon. So yeah, so 30 plus the 30 makes 60. Double that was 120. Actually, oh no, there'd be 3. Because I was just thinking, I could take out Silvally and then just be done with this. No, it'd be 3 prizes. I'd still be off by 1. Okay, there's ADP, that's fine. Yeah, dude, we got this. We've got this. There's no way they can beat us. Even if they do swap us out for Zamazenta, like, we've got this. Take out 1 Whimsicott. As long as they don't do Marnie, we should be okay. As long as Marnie's not here, we should be okay. Right, I'm just gonna start another Zacian, to be honest. Right, Metal Saucer, put it on Zacian again, Metal Sharpener, there we go, 1 shot, take the damage, swaps over to Zamazenta, does Great Catcher, brings out Silvally, we win. Easy, standard. Energy switch, there's where 1 is, and normal switch, cool. We've only wasted 1 boss, so if he does do Marnie, chances are we probably could get another boss. Slim chance, but a chance nonetheless. With all those cards, I'm very surprised if you don't do Marnie. If he doesn't have... Wait, how many Marnies has he used? He's used 1, 2, 3. Ooh, someone become my active... Zacian. I mean, Fiona is a decent... It is a decent move. Like, it's a decent ability. But for this deck, I'm not so sure. Because then that means you drop another Pokemon that you could have just attached a tool card to. So that means it would be 4, 8, 12, So let's see, all 4. Oh no, then he gets Fiona. Then he just gets Fiona back. Okay, that's fine. Well, I mean, we still win anyway. Whether it's Whimsicott or Silvally, we still win anyway. Okay, never mind. Well, no, we still win anyway. What we do is it's still Whimsicott. It's still 2 prizes. We still win. Unless he has a way of doing spread damage to spread it to Zamazenta, we win. Yeah, we won it. Okay, cool. The Whimsicott does, what, 210? 5, 6, no. 250. Right? Is my maths right? 250? 200, why not just get rid of all of them and then just do the 50? Makes no sense, but it doesn't matter. We won anyway. Let's just check this damage, dude. Let's just check this damage. With Rusted Sword, 230 plus ADP. 290, and then times that by 2. What a destructive card. Whose idea was that? Whose idea was that to give this card out then? Like, what's the point? Right, now it's been time. Let's go. We'll talk about this in a minute. Okay, so ADP Zacian, the updated version. Whose idea was it to give them a tool card that makes Zacian even more powerful? It makes no sense to me. Like, if they gave it out after ADP's rotation, I would fully understand, because you'd need a way to get the extra damage on. But you gave it to them in the middle of when they're at the peak. Like, it makes no sense. You literally went on top of Everest and then built another cliff. Like, you built another mountain on top of Everest. It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense to me. So that means if you do this right, you could literally destroy entire decks from 290 damage. That means ADP, or any tag team really that's like relevant, normally if it was just 260, you'd be like 10 short or 20 short. Rusted Sword, you hit that. You hit every boundary of every relevant tag team Pokemon, regardless of if they use tool cards or anything the wiser. It's absolutely insane. Like, even if you go for things like, I don't know, ADP that's up front, 290 just flat out on its own, automatic kills. Add in Big Charm, 290 plus 2 Galarian Zigzagoons, because obviously if you're running Galarian Zigzagoon, you're going to have at least 1 Scoop Up Net. You take them out again. That's absolutely insane to me. Of whose idea was it to add in Rusted Sword? Makes no sense. Like, they could have just literally paused. They could have paused for a whole like year and just been like, you know what, we'll release Rusted Sword after ADP rotates. Because then that way it's somewhat fair. You keep damage, but you lose the extra prize. Like, that's a fair trade. And then on top of that, it's a tool card as well. So no air balloon and anything like that, which is a fair trade. I'll accept that. But now you've added in Rusted Sword with ADP, and it's just a mess. It's an absolute mess. And I can guarantee you that this is going to get seen a lot more. So be very, very careful. This is going to be... I'm not going to be happy when I see this attached. When I see Rusted Sword attached to Zacian on top of ADP, I'm gonna be shaking. I'm gonna be absolutely shaking. In terms of this deck though, yes, I see it's obviously good. It's a championship winning deck. It's amazingly good. It's just stupidly broken. It's stupidly broken. I personally wouldn't use it beyond making a video, like, because it's just too easy. You guys saw, like, we had 2 different people just surrender the minute they saw ADP, and that wasn't even with Rusted Sword. This deck has so much presence that it literally makes people just want to quit. And you've added in an extra card that makes it even harder. So I'm not really sure what their game plan was of adding Rusted Sword early. But yeah, if you guys want to use this, then go for it. It's absolutely busted, it's absolutely broken, and it's going to be that way until ADP rotates. Which is still like, you've got like another 6 months before rotation happens, if that. But my god, this is so broken. It's somehow even more broken than it was before. But yeah, that's my insight on this deck anyway. It's great, it's broken. You can look at it one way and say it's fantastic. You can look at it another way and say it's just completely pointless now. Everyone's going to be using this deck. Like, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. But that's it for my opinion anyways, guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a crazy, stupidly broken deck, or do you guys think that this is a beautifully made, destructive force that's just going to give you wins upon wins? Let me know in the comments. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you guys have any idea what I should add in, let me know. If you guys have any idea what I should take away, let me know. If you guys want to see any deck specifically, let me know in the comments. I'm going to have to try it out. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Alright, guys, take care, and I'll see you all later. Okay, bye!